Hey YouTube and horror fans, this is Matt again with You and Your Horror Movies, and I'm doing my Blu-ray update finally because my DVD update cut short because I can only do about 15 minutes or so. So let's get on to the Blu-ray, shall we? Let's see. First one I got for $5 at Target, Jacob's Ladder. Pretty cool movie. It's got some horror elements to it. I think this was in the early 90s or late 80s. I don't exactly remember. But solid film for $5, especially on Blu-ray. Finally picked up Maniac Cop. Been wanting to get this for a while. I'm going to be doing a horror convention in September, and Robert Zarr and William Lustig is supposed to be there. I want to get my picture taken with them, and I want this autographed. Yeah, I think everybody has this movie autographed from bits and pieces from all the videos I've seen. It's always autographed by certain people, so my turn. The next one I picked up, I got this for a couple bucks. This is The Reaping. It's based on the 10 biblical plagues. I don't know if I've seen this. I might have seen it way back. I don't remember much about it. If I have, if not, I'll give it a watch just to refresh my memory. But it looks interesting. It's got Hilary Swank in it, and she is the one that's trying to figure out why all these biblical plagues are happening. So I gotta give this a watch. For $4, $3, I don't know what the hell I paid for it. It was cheap. New one I picked up, I found at Best Buy. It's called Kill Zombie. This one is a Zomcom. Basically, it's a Dutch movie. It's, you gotta read it for Americans and everybody else. It's all in Dutch. Takes place in Amsterdam. You got your goofball brothers who are at a party. They get into a fight, and the guys and the two brothers get locked up in jail. Meanwhile, a comet, it's actually a satellite, crashes into a building in downtown, and this weird fungus grows and starts to mutate people into these zombies. They're all green. In the back, it says, if you cross Shaun of the Dead with Scott Pilgrim versus the World, you have this movie? No, you don't. It's an okay film. It had some laughs. It did have a scene that's like almost like a Mortal Kombat type style where you got the zombies and these two guys come out of nowhere and they're dressed up like the Matrix. And you got like power bars of life and you're going through back and forth the fighting scenes. There's actually a zombie versus zombie where one zombie eats other zombies. Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know where that came from. It's only in one area. That's it. But it had some funny moments to it, and it wasn't the greatest. It's no Shaun of the Dead. And my next Zomcon will probably be Cockneys versus Zombies, and it's not that either. This is kind of low, but wasn't bad. It was a good kill time. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was okay. The next one I picked up for 72 cents. Yes, 72 cents. That is the Human Centipede first sequence. It was at FYE, you buy one, get one for $1. So this was used. I got it for $1, and then I had another 10% off, so I knocked it down to 72 cents. Couldn't beat it. This is the first sequence. I gotta pick up the second one, but their DVDs are insanely priced for these movies. They have the DVD for like $24.99. It's like, no, I'm not paying that. So I found this for $4.99. I'm like, what the hell? And they knocked it down to $1. And with my 10%, they knocked it down to 72 cents. So a lot of people know about this film. They're actually making a part 3. They're doing a third sequence at some point. I think Tony Todd's in it, or someone. There's some big actors in the third one. We will see. Next one I picked up at Best Buy. It's called Rigor Mortis. If you guys can see, that's a little dark. Let's pull this up cover. This is an interesting Asian horror film. It comes with the Asian and English dubbed over. I watched the dubbed over so I can understand it, and I'll probably watch it in Asian. Pretty much, you have a washed-up film actor. Pretty much wants to kill himself, so he goes into this slum building, gets a little apartment, and decides to hang himself. While this other guy comes in and saves him. and now he could see weird spirits. Supposedly the guy that saves him is a vampire slayer who's kind of like retired. And there's two guys in the apartment. There's the vampire slayer and this other guy who's into the spiritual world, but he usually does it. He does it for kindness, but he also does it for his own. I got shit I want to get done. I'm dying. Let's have some fun. Well, the guy that there's this one woman in it. Her husband dies. She falls down the stairs, and by these spirits, and he pretty much turns this guy into a vampire. And I guess it's based off the 1980s Mr. Vampire movies, which I'm not too familiar of, but I was reading a bunch about it, and people were psyched about it. So I'm not going to waste a lot of this on this movie. It's interesting. The ending is very left open for interpretation. Okay? There's a big question mark at the end. And I think I kind of figured out, like I said, it's my interpretation. There's a lot of other people's interpretations out there for this film, but it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. The special effects were cool. The acting was pretty good. Special effects were really good. So yeah, if you could see this, pick this one up. It's called Rigor Mortis. And the other one I got only at Best Buy is Stage Fright. This is a slasher musical. I liked it. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but this one really works. They said they mixed with, where is it? A cross between Glee and Sleepaway Camp. Stage Fright is creepy and frequently quite gory. It's definitely got some gore into it. It's got Meatloaf. He is the director of this camp, and there's this killer going around dressed up as a kabuki man, and he's got these really cool ass buzzsaw type gloves. He takes these lids and he makes blades all around them, and he puts his fingers through these holes so he can hold on to them and do his slicing and dicing. Yeah, there's some pretty cool special effects in this movie. Some pretty good gore into it. I definitely recommend this one. It's different. If you're not into musicals, you just kind of fluff it off. Like I got Sweeney Todd, which is another musical, and that was really good. This one's good too for musical wise. There is some corniness to it. If you can get around some of the stupid singing, you get through this movie no problem. The ending was pretty cool, and the special features on it are pretty interesting too. Actually, it's got a lot of special features. Now, I guess only at Best Buy you can get the Blu Ray, because the stupid built-in here. But if you can find this on DVD, definitely pick this one up. I recommend it. It's a very good twist on a slasher film. Instead of being your normal hack and slash, they got singing. And some of the songs are actually not bad. They're doing like a Fan of the Opera type style, but they're doing it in a kabuki Japanese setting. That's why the killer's dressed up as a kabuki man. Very good. The next one I got up was a big sale at Barnes & Noble. And I got this for $14. I couldn't resist. That's a Criterion collection of Chronos. Had to get it. I love Chronos. Very awesome vampire film. Don't know about Chronos? Look it up. This is a solid film. Especially if you can just get it on normal. If you want to get the Criterion, definitely pick this bad boy up. Really worth it. Okay, two more. This one I freaking love. When I found this out on Blu Ray, had to get it. Dead Heat. Very awesome 80s zombie. This is a cool zomcom, alright? You got your two cops, which is Joe Piscopo and Treat Williams. They foil this bank robbery and kill the guys. And later on, these guys show up at another robbery, and they're like, "Did we just kill you?" Very, very cool effects. It's got Vincent Price in it as well. I'll say it, he's a bad guy. But there's a scene in a meat shop, I think it is. It's freaking awesome. If you've never seen this film, this is another big strong recommend. Definitely check this movie out. It is a fun watch. It's not your typical zomcom. I love it. I'm probably gonna. I've already watched this probably twice already. I'm gonna probably watch it a third time, and again. And my last one actually came in today, which I was kind of shocked on. Scream Factory's Deadly Eyes. Yeah. Giant killer rats. This movie is gory, alright? No one is safe in this film. People all over the type of style die. Some are off camera, some are of course right on camera. Uh, yeah, I'll just say it goes from babies to politicians, if you know what I mean. Very cool special effects. Certain scenes you can tell they actually tell you that they use dachshunds, and the scenes where the rats are running from area to area, they're dressed up as rats. You can kind of see it's really funny, but it's really cool how they do it. But the rats get big from this. I think it's a weird feed that they're trying to dispose of, and the rats are getting into the feed. They were supposed to burn it, and the guy never did. Of course, he gets devoured by the rats. Um, a lot of cool special features to it. You know, gotta love Scream Factory. They put out some good shit, and I can't wait for more stuff to come out because I'm definitely picking up. But Deadly Eyes, if you haven't seen this one too, I think the video is still on YouTube. You can watch the movie, but this one's definitely good to own, especially if you love killer rat films. It just got a DVD Blu-ray release now. Freaking awesome. Okay, boys and girls, that is my Blu-ray edition, my update. Thank you very much for watching and spending the time with me. Like, subscribe. Please give me some comments down below. Love to hear from you guys. And have yourself a good night and keep collecting and keep watching.